What's up, guys? It's Stofurz here, coming at you with a Call of Duty video on PC, actually, the World War II beta on PC, and just gonna tell you the differences, the problems, and the good things that I actually think about the PC beta, and yeah, what I think that they should change. So, they actually have a new play menu, like has play settings and all that. Coming right into it, though, there's a new loading screen. And going into the match, what you guys just saw there, it like kind of pans a slideshow almost of different images of the map that you're loading into, and I actually really found that quite a nice change compared to the first beta and previous Call of Duties in general, because the loading screens are usually boring and not very interesting. So it's kind of nice to look at that. Have something new for a change. So in this match, I'm using the PPSH, kind of just learning the controls because I changed my controls a bit. I had played a few games before this, not today, but when I was playing the beta like yesterday, and come out of that with a nice three-piece. And basically what happened in this game was I was doing pretty good. I noticed that, I don't know if it's just the lobbies I was getting into or whatever, but the games played a lot slower than on the console. I don't know if like that's just how people are playing on PC or something, but or at the balance changes that they've done so far, but the games lasted a long time. Like usually there was like 30 seconds remaining each match, whereas on console there would be 4 minutes remaining by the time you got to 100 kills. But yeah, so I'm using the PPSH, and I think it has grip and quick draw on it, lens sight obviously, and I'd get some pretty good kills, some good streaks, considering I'm not very good with the controls on this game. And I have the Molotov cocktail, the recon plane, and the glide bomb on. Not very high streaks compared to what I usually use, like when I play Black Ops 3, like Raps, Hater, and or I'll run Raps, Wraith, and UAV usually, or something like that. Mainly because I think that the streaks on this game, the higher streaks, are either too weak or just not very interesting for me at the moment. Like the paratroopers, I wouldn't really want to run that. Artillery is more of an OBJ or an objective game mode type score streak, and the I don't know what else. The mortar, more for objective too. I guess the mortar would be used on, you could use it on team deathmatch, but didn't really like it, so I'm just using these lower streaks. So what I found is that for the beta, at least, the stability issues, there wasn't very many things wrong with the actual stability of the game, other than the default settings are a bit, I guess, I don't know if they're not right or if they're right and the game isn't optimized properly, because you have to tweak them a little bit before you kind of play, because your frames will drop quite a bit, and sometimes it'll run a little choppy. So I kind of got it to run as good as possible with my PC. I have a pretty good PC too, like it should be able to run on all ultra and stuff like that with good frame rates. But it didn't run. Like halfway through games, sometimes it would actually start being choppy, just randomly out of nowhere, which made no sense because it was running perfectly fine during the match. Even though there's no like big action going on, it'll still start to drop frames. So I kind of fixed that and had to fiddle with the settings a little bit. But talking about the balance changes that they actually did with the game, they nerfed basically all the SMGs, I think. Not in a big nerf. It was a slight nerf of range. I'm pretty sure it was just the range, and just to kind of make it so they kill slower than they did, because they were very dominant in the first beta. Basically everyone was running submachine guns, and now it's decently balanced. I actually quite like it. I still enjoy using the SMGs. They didn't kill them at all or anything. And they buffed the pistols and the semi-automatic rifles. I don't know if they buffed the M1A1, the M1 Garand. They did buff the M1A1. The M1A1 got a fire rate buff, so it shoots quicker, which is nice because the gun wasn't very good, really, compared to the other assault rifles. The starting pistol is pretty good now. It's all right. It's not complete shit. Like this pistol here, they buffed the fire rate, as you can see right now. Shoots quite a bit quicker. If you played the first beta, you could tell there. The M1911 shoots quicker. I didn't get to use it because I didn't play the beta much, but got to play it enough to see the differences of the maps and what they change with loading and stuff like that. But so the M1911, or just the 1911, I guess, was buffed, so its fire rate's quicker. The starting pistol fire rate's quicker, and yeah, I think the only assault rifle nerf that I know of is the STG-44 was nerfed. The recoil is a little bit higher than it was on the first beta. It was basically a laser beam on the first beta, the console beta, and now it's got decent amount of recoil. It's still pretty easy to control. It's still a really good weapon. I would recommend using it. And yeah, so coming into this beta, I wasn't expecting much, considering the PC ports for nearly every Call of Duty is quite garbage, other than World at War and Black Ops 3. Those are pretty good ports to the PC, and they actually supported them with mods and stuff like that. But this actually, it ran pretty well, looked nice. A couple of things that I think they should have changed in the game are definitely, or for PC at least anyways, is there should be a filter on like the chat, because you can text chat. There's quite a few toxic players, and I think that either some of the language should be censored, or like something like that. You should be able to report someone for using for being rude or whatever, because not that it's like that bad of a thing, but if you want to play a World War II game, you want to be immersed in the combat, you want to have good games and stuff like that, not having people being toxic all the time. I have some footage of people being toxic in the chat, and actually in that same game there was a hacker too. I'll talk about the hacking in a second, but so I'm pretty sure they should definitely have a filter on the chat. And here I just showing the slideshows of what the maps look like before. So this is Point to Hawk. You just saw Gibraltar and the snowy map, Ardennes Forest or whatever. Those are what the loading screens look like. I have Aachen later on in the video, but yeah. So this is the game where there's a hacker. See, I got melted by him right there. His name was Ninja. As you can see, there's people being really stupid in the chat there. Not really a big fan of that. You should either be able to toggle the chat off in settings, or somehow have it censored out in your own settings, or they should be able to censor. You should be able to report people for being toxic. But yeah, another problem is joining sessions in progress. There was a lot of that. I probably got in 3 fresh games my total time playing. The rest I joined in progress. This one I joined late with a hacker in it, obviously, which was very annoying. I think you should just be able to join a game, usually a fresh game. I understand that they need to fill up lobbies when people leave, but it was seriously annoying. Like 8 out of 10 times I would join a game that was already started or even halfway over, and I'd be getting, the team I'd join would be getting crushed, and it was very annoying. They should somehow fix that. But yeah, there was a very toxic chat in this game, and I thought I should touch on that. It was very annoying. You'll see actually in the game-ending kill camera, the play of the game now, the hacker is straight up aimbotting to the face. I think it gets a 7-kill feed on the play of the game, and it was pretty annoying. It was very annoying, actually. Like, watch, he just aimbots me in the head right there. I'll see here in a second what he does to me. Just watch here. That's crazy. I'm guessing that he had wall hacks. I'm not too sure, because he was just like, that's insane. That was like 7 or 8 kills. I didn't quite catch that, but it was up there. But yeah, after I'm gonna be talking about the changes they made to Aachen, because it was a very it was open in a sense, but like people would, it was a very weird layout of a map, lots of head glitches, very annoying. Here's the slideshow opening of Aachen here. They changed the layout of the map a little bit. from the console beta, because people are complaining about sightlines, head glitches, how open it was in the center, like how you shouldn't be able to shoot across and stuff like that. They changed it here. There's a couple walls that they changed, like right there. They added a tank, so you can't really shoot from the spawn. There used to be a window there. You can't really shoot out of it now. Obviously, there's no window. You can't jump in it or anything. They didn't change this area much, or at all, I don't think. It was fine. But yeah, Occam's plays a lot better than it used to on the console beta. I liked the map, but it was too hectic almost in the center of the map. They actually changed it quite a bit. On the right side of the map by the hotel or whatever, the library area, they changed the center. They actually added like a full structure there, which is nice. You'll see later on what it actually looks like. But here I was using the Type 100. I actually really like it. I felt like it had better accuracy on this beta for some reason. I don't know if it was just because I was using a mouse. It gave me better accuracy. But I thought the accuracy was insane on the Type 100. It was like a laser basically, and I thought it was just so good. But here, this is where you can see the differences. I don't know if I show it here. Yeah, there's a little wall there in the center, that like a kind of new structure there that wasn't in the console beta. But coming here, I just kind of show the differences. That kind of structure there is new in the center, and I think I run up to it here next. Yeah, I show this here. There's actually more walls going into the building behind me when I'm shooting these guys. I don't know if I go back there and see it, but there's more walls there so that it's not as open and people can't be running in there like flanking you constantly like it was on the console beta. And so yeah, I actually quite enjoy this map a lot more with the changes they made. I'm very surprised that they changed it that quick. It was very good. They made really good changes, and hopefully that when the game actually comes out, all the maps kind of get that feedback. If they realize like how hectic it was in the first beta, they kind of changed the other maps that they've already made. So yeah, I think that the beta itself was pretty good. Other than like the hacking, first of all, the hacking was very stupid. I don't understand how you can hack on a 4-day beta. They must have just carried over code from Advanced Warfare or previous COD and it worked, or they edited it to work for this game. They should definitely change that. I think that they should monitor the hacking a lot more on PC, make it so it's a lot more supported than like it used to be in the past, because they did not do very good support for the last Call of Duties, and they should definitely start. They should build the PC community on Call of Duty, because it's a very small community now compared to consoles, where it's hundreds of thousands, millions of players on console, and like maximum like on Black Ops 3 like 6,000 players, which is good for a Call of Duty on PC. But yeah, so I think that, oh, and also the sound system for they changed the hit markers, which is a very good thing. They changed the hit marker sound is louder, it's more satisfying. When you get a kill, it makes a noise, and when you get a headshot, it makes a different noise, and those are all very satisfying noises, and they sound really cool, and I think it's a good addition to the game in general, and hopefully they keep it for the consoles when they come out and make it sound just as nice. So yeah, I should be posting a video tomorrow on a new game, a Let's Play that I want to start. If you guys enjoy that, I'll probably post more of it. And yeah, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, comment your feedback, and yeah, peace out, guys.